is Marie-Elisabeth Henriette Granchot, my grandmother, my mother's mother. And she was married in 1888
Yes.
in Beauharnois, Quebec. She married Pierre Mignot. And in 1890, my mother, Aline Mignot McKinnon, was born. She was the oldest of their children. And over here, this is my father's mother, Jessie Dora Monroe McKinnon. And she was the daughter of Major General Monroe. And he was at the Crimea. He was a surgeon. And she married Henry McKinnon, who was in the Permanent Army, and went to live in India, and had 4 children. And then when their term was expired, they came back to England, and she came back a very sick woman, and she died, leaving 4 little children.
Oh my goodness.
My father, John Malcolm McKinnon, was her 3rd son. Her oldest son, Charles, was one of the first underwater sailors, as they called them in those days, but he was in the first submarine.
Really?
He trained in them, and unfortunately, he died when he was, as a young man. Probably he was a cadet in the Navy, and he died of consumption, you know, the lung failure, which was a very common thing in those days.
Yes.
And the other son, William, he was employed with the bank. I think it was Barclays Bank in England. And my father joined the Barclays Bank and came up to Canada before the First World War. I think around 1910. And he went first to London, Ontario. Then he was transferred to the head office in Montreal, where he remained until he died in 1933. So over here we have my great-grandparents. This is the husband is Moïse Granchot. He was protonotaire of Beauharnois. And his wife, Marie-Elisabeth Henriette Montlay. And they lived in Beauharnois, and they had 4 children, and they had a son, and then they had twin daughters, and one of the twins, Marie-Elisabeth Henriette, over here, was my grandmother. So they also had 2 sons. They had Charlie and Arthur. So that's this corner.
That's this corner, and we'll just pause it for a moment.